Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to your weekly energy update. Before we jump into the update, I did want to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers. I'm almost at 500 subscribers, which is halfway to my goal of 1,000 or more. I am having, of course, a YouTube subscriber marathon going on, and once I reach that 1,000 or more, I will be giving away 10 1-hour free personal readings. Also, I've been putting out weekly videos announcing drawings. Yesterday, I just pulled the winners for the 30-minute personal recorded reading. Next week, I'm going to pull the Hedge of Peace and Light winners. And then yesterday, I actually also put out a Wish Upon a Star astrology reading drawing as well that I'll be pulling the week after that. So a lot of drawings going out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would really appreciate you considering doing so. I'm offering a lot of free things all the time, and I just really appreciate you considering doing that. Now, back to this week. Last week's video that I put out for the weekly energy update, I did talk about all the retrograde, planets. We have, of course, all the outer planets are either in pre-shadow or in retrograde. Mercury joined the retrograde parade, and also Mars just is going to be entering the retrograde, the pre-shadow, which I mentioned. So if you want to check out and see how this Mars retrograde energy is going to be impacting you from September 4th all the way through March of next year, be sure to check out that video as well. In addition to that starting up on September 4th, which of course Venus is the only planet now that is direct for a few weeks, we have this beautiful Pisces full moon that is happening on September 10th. It's going to be at its fullest at 3:58 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So whenever there's a full moon, I talk about reveal and release ceremonies and things like that. I'm going to start calling them unveiling and letting go ceremonies, because we can take the energy of a full moon and really look into it of how we can take the energy of a Pisces moon and have secrets or information or knowledge around these subjects unveiled to us. And then when we are being able to see these things, we're actually able to let them go more easily than we would outside of that moon. Now, Pisces full moon energy, of course, is about the unconscious, subconscious, the hidden, the abstract. It can also deal with our sleep and our dream time too. Of course, Pisces is really known for intuition and spiritual breakthroughs, universal love versus the fear and the chaos and all of that comes with it. Also, our quiet time in creating a sanctuary, with that subconscious stuff too, that part of our brain, art, imagination being expressed. And it can be having this energy, Pisces, we can have this shyness about with that energy. We can feel hidden, like we're hiding ourselves and who we are. So all that energy is there, and physically, Pisces rules the lymphatic system and our feet. So if you have all those things that I mentioned there, you have 10 they're not really wishes, like the new moon you have 10 wishes, but full moons you have like 10 areas, 10 little bullet points that we can opportunities to unveil and let go of things around those subjects. So if you want to create a little ceremony around that, then you understand how you can do that more with that full moon in Pisces energy. So for this reading, we are going to be focusing on just what does Creator and Spirit want us to know about this full moon in Pisces energy, and what areas of our life do they give us advice that we can approach. So I will, of course, be pulling cards for each individual zodiac sign. I'm going to jump into yours right now. All right, Scorpios, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off by pulling a card here from these Oracle of the Unicorn. And we're just going to see what energy the Creator wants you to know about around this Pisces full moon. So one more time here, and any of the cards that I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. So if any of them catch your fancy and you want to procure them for yourself, you know where to find those. So for our Scorpios, what would you like all of our Scorpios to know, please? What about this Pisces full moon energy, please? All right. This is the one right here. You've got rebirth. Beautiful, beautiful card coming in here. Imagine that. Scorpios, transformation, rebirth, right up your alley. It says reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality. So that is not anything new for you. You are the masters of transformation of the zodiac, of course. So it says, are you willing to let go of everything you are not in order to become who you really are? This winged unicorn urges you to shed the false identities your ego has trapped you in, so as you can emerge as the true divine you. It is your time to blossom and let the world see your inner beauty, like the unfurling petals of a radiant rose. Your soul is calling for this reinvention by surrendering your old stories and changing your perception of yourself. Deep down, you know who you truly are and the potential you hold. It is time to release anything that is not in alignment with your truth. Let your old life crumble and fade to make space for you to powerfully create a new reality of your choosing. You no longer have to be the person others want you to be. You no longer have to limit your life to what you feel is reasonable or possible. You can more easily create your bigger dreams once you embody your true self. The winged unicorns will help you when your ego fights and resists this change. They will hold you in love as you undergo a beautiful metamorphosis into your most magnificent self. So perfect. And this is so right in alignment with, like we're talking about full moons, how you can have this unveiling and letting go ceremonies of blocks and things that are no longer you that you're ready to let go of. So that's so perfect with that full moon energy. We're also going to pull from the Shaman's Dream Oracle here. See what they would like to add to your rebirth here. One more. All right. So for our Scorpios, what else would you like them to know about this rebirth? Okay, nope, they said not to those. All right, there it is. Bouncing all out here, and you've got the eyes of the eagle rise above the fray. I love that. Eagle eye. Card number 18. Put that right here. And let's see what comes along with this. So this is about protection, inherent trust, in addition to rising above the fray. So the eyes of the eagle, this offers you the gift of foresight, the skill of looking ahead to see the unfolding of destiny before it all manifests as reality. The eagle's extraordinary vision allows it to spot the tiny mouse from its lofty perspective as it flies thousands of feet into the atmosphere. In a similar fashion, you too can train your keen eye to discern the workings of humans. Eyes of the Eagle is an invitation to witness the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful, yet react to nothing. Act only to further your noblest calling. The eagle flies above all creatures, and when it meets obstacles, it simply rises above them. Know that you are protected. You can fly high above the judgment slings and arrows and the darts of envy from others who may not have your great wings and are still arguing with the pigeons over crumbs. Trust that you are ready for whatever fortune has placed before you, even if you feel not yet properly equipped to meet its challenges. Your willingness to say yes to spirit has nothing to do with how well outfitted you are. Hesitating, on the other hand, will suck the air from under your wings and make you lose altitude. You are called now to trust your heart and your instincts, to move fearlessly and not waver. The time is right, and no harm can come your way if your motives are pure and you act courageously. Now, I love eagles showing up for Scorpios because I love this story I was told by one of my friends who had studied some astrology, and she shared with me that Scorpio transformation, I mean, you start off as scorpions, obviously, which are very reactive, and they strike with their little poisonous tail and strike back very quickly and very reactively. Well, as a scorpion and a Scorpio, you transform then into a snake, which still needs to be respected. It still strikes, it still defends itself, but it sheds its skin. It grows and it gets bigger, and it sheds its skin. It grows more and sheds more skin. So there's a lot of growth that comes within that as well. Then, what does a snake transform into? It transforms into an eagle. Very powerful. Very synchronistic that the eagle showed up for you here with this rebirth, especially because the eagle does have that ability to fly high above things, and then when it comes down, it still protects what's important to it. It swoops down to protect what it matters to it and loves, and then it flies back up and sees things from a higher perspective. Ultimately, the Scorpio, you transform into a phoenix as your final transformation, and I love that. So I love all that going together, and I really felt I needed to tell that story. So now we're also going to pull from these Healing Light Tarot, see what else they would like to add here. All right, so what else for our Scorpios, please? Okay, that one. And they do want those two trying to escape from me. And obviously, oh, okay. And these as well. All right. So we're going to start off with that one, and then these will join down here, and then we'll put these three up here. So you've got the Queen of Wands. And you can see this beautiful, beautiful Queen of Wands. Wands are your drive, your passion, your ambition, your just your energy. And the Queen of Wands is one of the most successful, driven, vibrant, leaders. She is able to get things done. She walks into a room and it just lights up the room. She exudes confidence and courage, like it talked about here. But she also, in addition to ruling over the fire side of the wands, all the queens also are given a portion of water. So she also has this ability to trust her intuition, to connect to the higher realms and the spiritual realms. And she doesn't feel like she takes risk because she develops a finely tuned connection to the spirit world, which Scorpios, you are water signs, so you have this natural intuitiveness, this natural connection to the spiritual world. So this is so in alignment with your energy too, in that, especially with this rebirth and all this, you are bringing this new spark, bringing this energy into focus in a new direction. And then you have the Judgment card. Yeah, so double endings, double new beginnings with the two X's. And this is all about you really connecting to your higher self. I mean, it definitely is coming in here. I mean, this is your human self down here, and here's your higher self with the trumpet, basically calling you to a new place with this new rebirth, going to new levels, going to new places, really realizing you're so much more than just your human physical side. That's the character that you're playing down here, experiencing the human life through. But the actor behind the character is this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being that's made of unconditional love. And you're being called to recognize that power within you. Yeah. Three of Swords. So I call this my expectations and disappointment card because you can see the 3 swords are sliding through the heart. Because swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, and your expectations. But the 3 is this realization that when we're told to look in these 3 different directions, all the 3 swords represent 3 different areas of our life that we have these thoughts and beliefs that are rooted to the fear of losing conditional love embedded in them. One being relationships, the second being situations like job, education, just circumstances you can get into, and the third being things in your body, your bank account. And every single one of those is unstable and so disappointing eventually, because people change or people pass away. So that relationship eventually disappoints you at some point, right? If you're using it as your definition. Situations never stay the same, so they end up disappointing us at some point. And then, of course, our bodies, our bank accounts, things break down, deteriorate, are stolen, or catch on fire. And so those things are also disappointing. So this represents the pain that we feel in our heart, and it also is this revelation that's coming through all this rebirth, as it's almost like the phoenix, these pains burn down in the ashes, and you rise from them, realizing that this pain that we felt, this heartbreak that we thought we had, was really just the fear. Someone scaring us, someone startling us, because we feared that these things on the outside world were defining our worth, defining our lovability. But you're discovering, of course, that that's not true. And then you have the 7 of Cups. So there is emotional confusion around the situations that have been going on lately for you. I feel around this pain and this disappointment. It really has had your emotions going all over the place here, but this enlightenment, this rebirth that's happening here, you're realizing that you don't have to choose a specific emotion to feel a specific way, that you get to choose which emotion you want to feel in any situation. So you are having this empowerment that's coming through this situation as well. Give another 7. 7 of Wands. So standing your ground, standing in a higher place, knowing that with this change that you're happening and this birth that's coming, that these emotions and this energy that has come in is allowing you to face some beliefs. Think of 7s like a obstacle, something's being brought into your face, because think of like a 6 as 3 on each side. There's this beautiful flow in the middle, but 7 puts something right smack in the middle that you can't avoid. It's like these things have been put into your life to bring it to your face, bring it so that you can have this double ending and double new beginning, have this rebirth come in and this transformation happen. Because if these obstacles were not put into there to bring it to your attention, you would continue on the same path without making any new progress, making any new change. So the rebirth requires these things coming in. Yeah. And then you have the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles basically means you've done the work. It's like moving from an apprentice to a master. You have put in the work, you've applied yourself, you've repeated and kept going, creating beautiful things in your life and learning so much. And it is about you're ready to move to a new level in your outside world, which makes sense with this rebirth. It is this new stage, this new start coming in. We're also going to pull a card here from the chakra reading cards. We're just going to see what else the creator would like you to know, like what chakra would help you with this rebirth. What do they recommend you focusing on during this rebirth period? All right. So for our Scorpios, what would you like? Okay. This one right here. And you've got the Inspiration, card number 11. Look at that beautiful card. We'll put that right here. And let's see what that brings in. This is the orange sacral chakra. It says you've been called into this awareness for this week because it is time to get inspired. Find your passion and share it with the world. Inspiration is constantly flowing through and around you at all times and is inviting you to align with and connect to its powerful creative energy. This is that Queens of Wands energy. What inspires you and makes your soul shine? It's time to surround yourself with inspiring people, books, experiences, and anything that infuses you with inspiration. Have you been feeling bored and stale? What do you love to do that brings you creative inspiration? Whatever it is that fills you with energy, it is now time to bring it into your world. When you are driven by inspiration, it brings motivation and joy and happiness into your being. The wave of energy will bring forth amazing positivity to your world, allowing you to feel content and with a sense of purpose in your life. When you are inspired and living in this vibration, those around you benefit at this state of being, and it's truly infectious. And you start to also inspire others. The affirmation for this card is inspiration is constantly flowing through me at all times, and I am inspired. So I love that. Definitely this Queen of Wands energy coming in for you here and just expressing this. You're filling up and becoming this fiery, energetic source. And really, I love all this rebirth that's coming because you are letting go of those things that no longer serve you, letting go and transforming, shedding your skin, moving up into the next level, into this beautiful eagle where you're able to soar above. You still swoop down and take care of business, but you're able to fly back and see things from that higher perspective. So I love this for you, Scorpios. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates by each individual zodiac sign, I also put out monthlies for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of the messages and be notified immediately when the videos become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and that does give you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you will be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video, or if you share a video, if you comment on a video, or especially if you subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy, excited, happy. It does want to share the videos of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am so very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you are looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box below. I have recently also added a sliding price scale for most of my services, so if you, it'll allow you to choose a price point that is in more alignment with your budget. So want to check any of those out? It's all the information is in the description box as well. Alrighty, amazing, transformative Scorpios, as you go through this rebirth, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.